This is Tom Hiddleston.
This is a party.
Morning, darling. What I really want, you can help me out, is I'd like a nice cup of tea and a pan of chocolate.
I think I had a Spider-Man lunchbox.
That's a whole other world. So it goes a little something like this.
Vanilla's good.
Chris Hemsworth is made out of genetically modified material.
And stracciatella.
There's a scene in a first Thor film where I'm trying to attack Thor, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, with a spear. That's my brother from another mother. I did, yeah. My life has changed thanks to this man.
Go to like an ice cream place in Italy and you ask for stracciatella, they wouldn't mind.
Wouldn't mind my saying that. He's a sort of genetic anomaly, I think. It's a pleasure to be sitting with him on your sofa.
It's sort of like, it's like a creamy vanilla with little chalky chip like hits.
We're being so rude.
I did many times.
Suddenly there's a drum roll and a spotlight and the sound of Kermit the Frog.
Ladies and gentlemen! In the Thor movies and in the Avengers movies, but there were still things in various bits of research I'd done over the years, which I thought, oh, we haven't done that, we could explore this, and
Still unchangeable. The thing about Baby Yoda is that I just love him.
Kermit the Frog. The curtains opened and I went, I'm really sorry, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
They're very sweet, mostly benign.
In Thor Ragnarok, Loki learns how to fly.
And I jump in the air and he dodges out the way and I bring the spear down and it wedges itself into the floor. And then I use it to spin myself around and kick him in the chest. They're generally, that's something I haven't put that out.
Thor Ragnarok, Thor retires and spends the rest of his life in Australia.
oh my god. Have Spider-Man on that lunchbox though.
In the movie, Loki cuts all his hair off.
Hand it over, miss.
Is working with other actors and seeing their brilliant ideas and how generous they are. Particularly those actors I've mentioned, they were just great, and so that feels very fresh and very new. Yeah.
No work allowed, you naughty little sausage. Hey, is it just me, or is it time to get the party started?
My first thoughts when I realised that Loki was going to have a series created for him were mostly surprise and delight, because I quite recently had filmed the scene in Avengers Infinity War. I love party games.
Yeah, I do think actually it's the great Jordan Vogt Roberts, who directed it, really was insistent that we go to places on Earth which are both beautiful and dangerous, so that it didn't feel like a digital environment, it felt like a real place. So we went to Oahu in Hawaii. And most people who've seen that film know what happens to Loki in that moment. So I thought this is wonderful, but how are we going to do this? Because which has been interpreted by fans as a demonstration of my hidden talent.
Of love's light, we dare be brave. And suddenly, we see that love costs all we are and will ever be. Yet it is only love which sets us free.
There's a scene in Avengers 1, the first Avengers movie, where Thor had to strike Loki across the face and I was wearing the horns.
yes, well, my eyes water a lot in that film. These are the questions, and I'm here to answer them. So in terms of the bits of Loki that you haven't seen before, what's interesting is that in this show, it's the Loki you know in a world you don't know. And he's stripped of all the things that are familiar. And they were gracious enough to include some of my ideas, but most of the best ones did not belong to me. And then really excited about where we would go. And they were very generous and inclusive in asking me what I thought I hadn't explored yet as the character.
And can I have the cards? I need the card. They have the most, all the most dangerous animals in the world are in the state of Queensland in Australia. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, snakes, spiders. I feel like I wouldn't be able to do it until I met you, but I have.
There's no Thor, there's no Odin, there's no Frigga, there's no Asgard, he doesn't even have his clothes or his magical powers. And so the question for me was, without those things, what remains? Twinkly, cheeky, slightly disruptive. Everything just has to be, it can be quite profound, it can be dramatic, but keep the strain of playfulness in there. What happens, happens. These new, fresh dynamics with all of the energy that these new actors bring, and therefore kind of creating new connections and that in itself revealing stuff. That's the most exciting aspect of it for me as an actor.
Dawn goes down to day. Nothing gold can stay. Do Not Stand at My Grave and Weep by Mary Elizabeth Fry. Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sun on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in circling flight. I am the soft starshine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die.
What makes Loki Loki? And I hope for them. This guy it's the Loki from Avengers 1. His ego is a bit bruised, but he's still got some good ideas. He's witty, he's charming, he's charismatic, he's broken, he's isolated, he's fragmented, but there's still room for maneuver, and there's still time.